Good morning, everyone. This is Ranger Rob, and welcome to the Ranger Rob Country Living channel. And today's our Sunday, and I should have a package in the out here, and I don't see it. Let me go a little farther. Maybe it's kind of hidden in the bushes here, but supposedly my lights are, yep, there they are. So, I'm a little worried about that. So my growing lights, the rest of them are out here. I was looking out here, I couldn't see anything. And it's off over to the right here. So that's good news. I need to expand my growing lights a little bit on my growing shelf. And should have done that last year, but didn't happen. But there they are. Woo! And I know these won't be very. Come on, Belle. The dogs are really good about not leaving the yard. Anyway, so today I'm going to be putting up some grow lights and some finishing touches on the greenhouse project we did. We have to go to town. I have to get a few more clamps, hangers for these lights, and just pick up some odds and ends for projects. Yesterday we had to cover 2 of our planter boxes because it's just too cold. And gosh, it was like summer a week ago, and now winter's back. So anyway, let's get these in the house. Well, guys, we got 2 of the lights set up so far in this middle section. It's kind of nice because they all tie into each other. I need to clear this one and put the other one up, but I need to pick up more of these. That allows me to adjust the different sizes here. So luckily I had some spares, so I was able to set up 1 set of lights. And then yeah, we'll get that one set up later today once I go to Home Depot again. And yeah, so anyway, guys, new lights are in or coming in or going up, and it's all good, so I'll be able to get more plants going. Hello, guys. It's a little later here, and I haven't fed the pigs yet. So gosh, it's kind of cold outside again. Anyway, we're gonna head on out, see how the piggies are doing. And here they come out of their house. They've all been like, hey, you guys, you're late for dinner. Sherry's been cleaning her aquarium today. So very productive weekend. But what's in it is cold, overcast, and windy. And I don't think we're ever gonna see real spring. Just when it starts to show up, it goes to this again. So what you doing, Belle? Let's get the back gate open right here and feed the pigs. Well, you guys know the routine. Time to say hello to these babies. They gotta get scratches on their noses. So this is Maggie. Hello, Maggie. Mr. Cow. Hi, Mr. Cow. This is Sparky. Hi, Sparky. Hi, Sparky. And Zelda. Hi, Zelda. Hi, Zelda. Alright, let me shut the gate off before I get him fence off. I'm gonna get zapped. You guys ready for dinner? You guys hungry? Alright, let's feed these puppies. Well, of course, guys, I get all the way out here, get the pigs fed, but didn't turn on the water. I gotta walk all the way back to the house, turn on the water, and go all the way back. And this is how we stay fit and trim on the homestead. Well, being that it's a windy, cold day, I'm probably gonna go to Home Depot. And but today before I do that, I'm going to go into the shop, go to my freezer with all my beef in it, and figure out what I'm going to make for dinner tonight. Well, it's definitely a little darker in here, sorry. But, get to my obstacle course here. And, yep, there's the freezer. So what are we going to make today? So I got tons of beef, but I also have a lot of beef from a cow we bought last year. So I thought I'd grab an unusual cut that I'm not used to, not a butcher block. Most of this is butcher block, and see what I can cook or learn how to cook. All right, so I made my choices. I've got some, I got some here for another dinner too. I got some beef short ribs, and I got some beef sirloin tip steaks. And this is from our cow last year that we bought a quarter. And we got to eat some of this up. So let's take this in the house. I'll decide between the two. I'll let Sherry decide. And that's what we'll have for dinner tonight. Well, it's the next day, and got all my lights installed. I'm really happy about that. And we also got some seed potatoes. So I'm going to sit out and see if they spread out a little more. And it still looks like a miserable day out here in Central Oregon. And yep, it's cold and it's windy. And I got to feed some piggies, but I actually have to, not looking forward to this. I got to take some feed out to their can. So I gotta get the wheelbarrow first and go in the truck and load them up. So here's my wheelbarrow, and thought I'd show you our greenhouse. We got her all laid out and ready to go. So all the Dutch buckets have been cleaned and are in place. We put in the filters, which are paint strainers. Now it's time to put the perlite in. Tanks are ready to go. The stones are set up. And I'll probably fill this one today and put nutrients in it. I'm also putting some shelves in on these two walls back here. So I did get my brackets already. And I'll probably be doing that today or tomorrow. And yeah, so greenhouse looks really good. We're ready to rock and roll. And I'm avoiding the dread of going out in the cold. And it's gonna be cold all week. It's like, what the heck? So anyway guys, let's get this wheelbarrow and let's get these pig food out there. Alright guys, we got these guys fed. Of course I had to search for the fourth bowl, but that's all done. Let's get back in, because it's cold out here. Well, the next fun thing we get to do is to load some more pellets for the pellet stove. Because it's been colder, we've been running the pellet stove. So let's get that done. Well guys, it's a little later in the day. Came back out to the greenhouse here. Starting to put some parts together. These elbows that go into the pipe, starting to fit those a little bit. I had to clean this tank out one more time because when we flushed out the pipe, put more crap in there. So I'm gonna get that vacuumed out with this, and then I'm gonna look at filling one tank and or at least one floating raft, get that running, and go from there. Well guys, we were playing with the plumbing, got all the plumbing plugged back in, and just turned on the water, checking to make sure I got water coming through all these, watching for leaks. I get a drip or two, but everything's draining really well. Remember, in these Dutch buckets, they always keep about 2 inches of water at the bottom, so when the plants are growing, when the water's off, it still has access to water if it needs it. So far, looks like I might have had a little bit of a drip here, but that's all right. Those just need to be resealed with tape. One of my everything's running. Way over here, still got water. And I got one that's plugged up, and yeah, looking pretty good. So next thing it will be is starting to fill these with perlite. Well, so far on the Dutch buckets, the water test is fine. Had a couple of drips, just fixed one. I had a little bit of a drip on one bucket, still kind of troubleshooting that one. And I'm going to fill this particular floating raft. As soon as the water is up above those stones, I'll turn on the air. And we're going to add nutrients to this one because I'm about ready to get this fired up. I do have a heater for this particular one to warm the water up. Yeah, so we're getting there. Alright guys, so now we got the aerators running, and so it helps put oxygen in the water and keeps everything blended, and also keeps algae down. And I am starting to put a little bit of perlite in here. I'm putting like the old perlite half up, and then I'll top the rest of it with brand new perlite. So we are trying to reuse a lot of our perlite from last year. So yeah, so far so good guys. Floating rafts are almost all filled up. I'll heat the water up to about 65 degrees, and we'll be ready to put some plants in here. Well guys, we got her all done. The puppies, they don't like the cold weather and the wind so much, but they don't like being in here either. Anyway, until there's something growing in here and they can steal. So we got a perlite in most of these boxes filled halfway with the old perlite. Now we're going to top off all of them with brand new perlite, probably tomorrow. Got the lid on, water's running well, systems are working, timer's working fine for the Dutch buckets. As soon as I get a little bit better weather, I'm going to start some peas or snap peas in this one again, now that it's spring, and see how it goes. So I'm going to dive in for a little bit and get warmed up and have a cup of coffee. Alright, last thing I'm going to do in the greenhouse today is these are my lettuces from the propagator, which have the little small pucks on them right here. And we're going to take the small pucks off, put them in a bigger puck, and install them on the floating raft. Alrighty guys, we got 5 of our first lettuces in here. It's still pretty cold. The water's a little bit cold, but it's warming up. I got a heater in there. We'll see how they do. This time of year is a 50-50 chance on anything. These are the little pucks that they were on, and these are the pucks they moved up to. Right here, well used. And yeah, we'll see how they do. And yeah, pretty exciting. So guys, I'm gonna wrap the video up here, right here. Pretty excited. We're getting things going on the greenhouse. Might be a little early. It's still really cold. Anyway, we'll see how it does. And hopefully we'll get the rest of the perlite in these. And maybe we'll get something started in here like peas. And see if we can get some early peas running. So we'll see. Anyway guys, please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. We'd appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye now.
Our videos are made possible by Ranger Rob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.